welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about count and cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Monday, May 1st, 2023. This is episode 83. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around, like and subscribe, all the things. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming back each week and commenting on my videos. It's a lot of fun. So, it's been a week. I feel like I haven't done anything, but yet I've done a lot of things. And, you know, this weather, it's been ridiculous. And of course, I started with migraines again and lost a day here and there, and I don't know. And today I feel kind of eh. But, you know, it could be that it's May 1st and it's 43 degrees but feels like 38. And it's May 1st but it's snowing in Wisconsin. And other parts of the country it's like 80. So I don't know. I don't get it. Hopefully the weather will decide what it's doing and be regular weather and stop this craziness that it's been doing. But, you know, what are you going to do? Let's see. So I have a lot to show you and share with you today. And I have the winners of our drawing. Excuse me. Tip that. There we go. I have the winners from my Flosstube 2-year anniversary from episode 81. I have not drawn the winner yet. I'm going to put that together after I get my this video edited, and I will announce on Instagram the winner for my 2,000 follower giveaway. That's the word. I'll comment on that post. So yeah, so let's get started. Stitching. I did things a little bit because I did so much on Dorney Lane last weekend and Sky High Sanda last weekend with 24 hours of cross stitch. I kind of put those aside for this week, and I wanted to get done. I got done part 3 of Caterpillar Cross Stitch British Isles Sal before part 4 was released, and I got part 4 done too. So I'm very excited. I've got that done. I can put it away until the end of the month now and concentrate on other things. So this is where it was last week when you saw it, and ta-da! Here it is now. Woohoo! So, part 4, we did go over here. We went to Ireland. We have, let's see, yeah, the harp and the shamrock are for Dublin. The horseshoe and the hat are for Cork. And the pot of gold, was it Kilkenny? I have to look it up. I'll put it here too. This bit over here that I thought was water last week is not water. It's like a biodome type thing. That I believe it's called the Eden Project. So, and if I'm wrong, I'll put the real name here. So yeah. So I am all caught up, and I can put this away now until part 5 comes out. So I'm very, very pleased. Of course, you know, being May 1st, my next floss bobbin, my May floss bobbin came out with Creatively Crafting, and part 3 of the sewing room came out. So I will be working on both of those this week and hopefully have those done before I come to you next week. Look at this cat fur. He's everywhere. I went to Keepsakes on Saturday to stitch, as I do most weeks, and I forgot my iPad. But I always have a project or two with me. Luckily, the two of the projects I had with me have paper patterns, so that's what I worked on. So I worked on January Quaker by From the Heart Needleart by Wendy. That is where it was when you saw it last. And let me get the needle minder out of the way. This is where it is now. So I finished this other big motif. So now the center motif, where you put January, I'm not putting January in there. I'm going to put either my name or my initials. So next time I pull this out, that's what I'll be working on, that motif. I'm getting that filled in. So that, I was very pleased with the progress on that. And instead of using the called for colors, there's only 3 colors, but instead of using those called for colors, I'm using Blue Wren from Cottage Garden Threads. So I'm just using one color, which is a lot of fun. The other project I worked on was Love and Joy by October House Fiber Arts. And I have changed 2 of the colors in here to be more, to my opinion, closer to the picture. And this is where it was last time you saw it. And I didn't do a whole lot on this. It was one complete strand, and I put in this all the way going across. So not a lot. I just wanted, I finished the big motif. I wanted to work on something different. And that's what I put in for, you know, a little bit before I left. So, because it was getting near the end of the day and I needed to run an errand before I went home. So I had to leave a little early. And it was a nice day there at Keepsakes on Saturday. It was very enjoyable. Barbara actually it was quiet for a lot of the day. So Barbara actually got to sit and talk with us, and Susan got to sit and talk with us. So that was a lot of fun. So that's my stitching. Because of headaches and such, I just played on my phone different times, or I napped. And so some stitching time went to those things. And so not as much as last week, but you know, that's the way it goes. But while I was at Keepsakes, I picked up some finishes. I left them with Barbara to do her magic. And so we have Patrick O'Shanahan by Rebel Stitcher. And here he is. She made him into a flat fold. You see cute little blue plaid fabric, the green on the back, and the rainbow fabric really shows up nice. So yeah, so he's all finished. I'll be able to put him out for St. Patrick's Day. My other one was a freebie, sort of. It was last year, 2022, Stitch Away. Liz Matthews was the designer, and she had given us, as a bonus pattern, not a freebie, it's a bonus pattern. She had given us this pattern, stitch. We have 310, and Barbara finished it on this paddle board. So love that. Get to hang that up in my stitchy spot in my sunroom. And then my last one, Home of a Needleworker 2. Ready for this? Barbara had put the wire on the back. Yep. So I love it. And because she put it on the cutting board, I've been thinking about hanging it in my kitchen instead of in my stitchy spot. I don't know, we'll see. I love it. I love it. So those are my finishes, my fully finishes. Okay. Next, should we give away or haul? Let's do haul. The 805 Stitcher was posting some things on her D-stash, and I missed one that I would have liked, but got this one. Was able to snag this one, and it's hands-on design. Love my stitching. Now, it has the directions on how to make the bag, but not the supplies. So it's the pattern for all the notions, to stitch all the notions. And then I may or may not make it into a bag. I don't know. We'll see when I get done what I'm thinking, if I can find the fabric that I like. This is a bag similar that I did. This was a dimensions kit, believe it or not, shock, shock. And I was gonna make it into a pillow and then decided, nah, I'll make it into a project bag. So I can make that style bag. I am not incapable of it, even though I preferred vinyl bags, but we'll see. Okay, you know, I was just thinking about it. I'll put a picture in when it comes to that. Okay, so, haul. So besides my framing, or FFOing, I did a little shopping. I purchased a pattern that one of my friends, Rose at Keepsakes, is going to start it for May, because she's doing Mania, where she starts a new project every single day. I can't do that. I can't start a new project every single day. As much as I have kitted, I could start a new project, every single day. But I think that would stress me out. I've got too much started as it is. So I didn't. But new Madame Chantilly pattern, and I'm going to put the picture of it here. So I'm going to start that with Rose. She's starting it, I believe she said May 15th, so I think that'll be my goal. What I have decided to do for May, other than mental health care, is I'm going to give myself a new start each week. So, kind of a reward system. If I've had a good stitchy week, you know, I get my act together tonight after this is all edited, and I stitch some, then, you know, Saturday, hopefully, I will have time, or Sunday, to, I've got family coming in this weekend. It's going to be crazy. So, I might not be able to start something this weekend, but we'll see. So anyway, so Madame Chantilly cross-stitched here. Love it. I purchased another pattern, but that's a physical pattern, and that'll be here next week, so I'll show it on next week's video. I want to say I bought something else through Etsy. I know I purchased from Witchy Stitcher, so that should be coming soon. Okay, so I ordered from Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I told you this last week. She is selling mystery grab bags, and I got the cat mystery grab bag, and this is how it came. I have not opened it yet. I don't know how. This just popped. I almost filmed Friday night when it came because I was so excited to see it, and then I decided, yeah, I'll wait. So I went off and did other things like a good girl. So now I'm opening this with you. So we will get to see together. Okay, so she's great about putting cardboard so that the post office can't even attempt to. So I got the cat mystery grab bag. Oh, cute. I have not heard of this designer. Okay, so the first one, Springberry Creek Designs, and Creek is spelled K-R-E-E-K, and it says, love my cat regardless. So and it's an actual photograph on there. So, and there's the designer's name. Very cute. Oh my, this was copyright 1999. Oh, that's interesting. So it's almost like, it says 18 count. The way it's done, it's almost as if it was like needlepoint, but you could do all specialty stitches in there. That's really cute. And then this one also has an actual photograph on it. It's All in the Eyes Cats. It's called Mr. Belvedere, by Ronnie Rowe Designs. So, and I could do that the color of my cat Chris, with the oranges. Very cute. Mr. Belvedere was stitched on Ada, 18 count, 2 strands, 2. Very cool. Okay, so those are the patterns, and then we've got a bag, and it's sealed. My scissors here. Get started. Okay, so we've got, for your floss, to put, you can string your floss and put numbers. You could write on it, either put stickers, or you can write on them with a Sharpie marker, a permanent Sharpie marker, and then you just take it off either with rubbing alcohol, or a teacher trick is to use an expo marker, an erasable marker. You rub it on there, and then it breaks up the Sharpie. I've done it many, many times on posters and things at school. Ooh. Okay, we've got 2 floss. Calico Kitty is this one. And Pea Pod. Very pretty green. And I have a project that I need to do that will be perfect for. Got a needle minder. It's one of the cameo style ones. And this is from Kelmscott, who also make the scissors. And then we got some floss jewelry. Oh, that's pretty. It's Alice and the Cheshire Cat. Well, you can see it. Get the light out of the way. Isn't that pretty? So thank you, Bobby. I love that. That's really cool. And then we got our little thank you bag. And usually Bobby puts in like an extra treat. Let's see. Oh, another floss. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I had also ordered, besides my mystery bag, I wasn't even thinking about it, I ordered, it's the name of the pattern. I've got it in my bag here in my lap, so I'll show you again in a second. And then we've got some stickers or a postcard. Postcard? Postcard. I'll open it. And Swedish fish. I love Swedish fish. I love candy. That's why I'm the size I am. I watched Janelle. Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. If you haven't seen, she found at Menards, of all places, which if you've never been in the Midwest, Menards is like Home Depot, but also can have clothes and food. They're called belly flops, and it's jelly bellies that didn't come out right, so it might be two stuck together. I had one, I'll put up the picture in, that's like 5 stuck together. It was like a meteor, but they taste fine. So I went to Menards this weekend. I have finished the bag. It's not bad. So we've got some stickers, and we got a pretty postcard, and then our Swedish fish. So he's not going to last long. And of course, if you have not visited Bobby's website, she has an online shop. And let's see if I can get it to focus. But it's Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Just search that. That's her online store. And if you watch Janet of Janet Jabber, she's got a code. You could go watch her floss tube and get the code to get a discount on your order. And Bobby's also got a floss tube. So, and she can tell a story. Let me tell you, she is the best storyteller. I just get a kick out of her stories. So, let's do giveaways, and then we'll talk plans. So, the YouTube random comment picker website that I've been using, that I know Steph and Pam from Just Keep Stitching use, has now decided to go premium. So you could pick a random winner, but not by a word. If you wanted to pick by a specific comment word, you have to pay for the premium channel. So I had to go searching for new websites. I found one, and you were only allowed 2 free ones a day. And I have 3 items. So I had to find another website to pick the 3rd winner. But I did. I have all 3 winners. I didn't video it. Because when I started having trouble with the first site, and the second site, they wanted you to do, prove you're not a robot and pick so you didn't need to sit through all that. So I just took a picture of the winning comment for each one. So the Seraphim Fabrics, 32 count, 5 o'clock somewhere, was won by Lori Turner, and I'll put her winning thing up there. The Picture This Plus 14 count Ruby was won by Teresa Vaughn. Congratulations, Teresa. And the 14 count Earth from Bestitch Me was won by Amy Andrews. So congratulations, all 3 of you ladies. Please message me. You can either message me on Instagram or use my email below, and just make sure I have your address. I think I may have all of your addresses, but just to be certain, if you would message me and give me your address again, that's good. And I will get these out in the mail. So congratulations, everyone. Okay. So plans. It is May, which means it's Mental Health Care Awareness Month, which means Candy, the 614 Stitcher, started this a couple of years ago, and I joined her, and each year more and more people are joining. So if you are going to join us, please use the hashtag mental health mental health care Sal. I did not finish last year's piece, so I am continuing on with Forbidden Fiber Coast Sparkle. This is a free pattern. She does give a DMC conversion. I chose to buy her fibers to do it because I love the chalkboard. And there are actually 4 different colors in there. They're just so subtle. But this is where I've worked on it a couple of times. This is where I am with it. I've got Arkle. So my goal is to get the SP this month and sparkle it. If not more. I'd like to get more done on it. So that is I'm going to be continuing that from last year. I did find my floss. If you were here last week, you know I was lamenting because I had purchased Magnolia, also from Forbidden Fiber, and I had purchased the floss pack and could not find it no matter where I looked. I looked everywhere. Well, I went back and gee whiz, I had put it in this bag because I was going to leave. So where this printout went though, I don't know. I could not find this printout, and then I lost this one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is bad. But I finally found it in a bag where I would take it downstairs to put it in the... I tell you, I'm losing my mind. So, this is the floss pack for it. Because, you know, you always put things in a safe place where you're going to find them, and then you can't find them. So this is the floss pack for Magnolia. All the colors. And I had this, and I'm not 100% sold on it yet. This one color, I mean, on the camera it shows up, but I'm not 100% sure I like it on there. I'm gonna have to look again. But let's see, what color does she say she did it on? Oh, she didn't say what color it was. Just that it was 16 count. Well, bummer. But I have, so this is a Forbidden Fiber Co. It's called Buckwheat. It's 28 count. I may use this, or I just found on my table here Latte, which was the color last month. So yeah, no, I think I'm going to use this one. I think I like that better. So it doesn't show up as well on the camera. But then again, I may wait until tomorrow and just see in the daylight, because I'm not going to start it right away anyway. So, but that's Magnolia. And Magnolia says the world needs who you were meant to be. So, I'm just going to spill everything here. And then this one, if I have time, that's what it says. My brain. Fight like a girl. Some women are lost in the fire. Some women are built from it. So this is the border. And I think for the rest of it, I debated about ordering the specialty fibers, but I think I'm just going to use from Stash. The only one I'm debating about now is maybe the sword. I might get the specialty one. But, so, and you're all watching me, I'm putting this in my May bag. So if I forget, if I come on here and say I can't remember where I put that, you can help remind me, because I'm losing my mind. Okay, so that's for mental health care, Sal. You know, and if you want to join in, Candy just put up a video yesterday. You can go watch hers, either yesterday, last week, both of them. They're both great. She mentions this other Flosstubers that are going to be joining in on the Sal. Carolyn Zook from C Zook Stitch, Robin from Bird's Eye Stitches, Sheila and EJ from Sunshine Stitchers are all going to be joining, as well as Janet Jabber, Athena from Stitching Goddess Designs. I want to say there's a couple other people that have told me too that they would like, that they're planning to join. So, you know, I find that as I get older, as you lose people in your life, depression gets worse and you don't know when it's going to hit. And there's such a stigma about it. And I think it all started, you know, at least for my particular generation, my parents were older to begin with, born during the born just before the Depression, you know, lived through World War II, Korea, Vietnam, you know, at a time when you just shut up and kept going, because if you didn't, you were going to be left behind, kind of thing, you know, stiff upper lip and all that. You know, being sad and crying and showing a whole lot of emotion just wasn't in a thing that they did. So but it's something that we need to talk about. And, you know, especially with grief, you need to grieve. You know, it's something your body needs to do. And other people have other issues, anxiety issues and suicidal thoughts, and, you know, our country needs to get over it and get help for the people that need it. And it needs to be available for the people that need it. Athena from Stitching Goddess Designs has put out a t-shirt for suicide awareness. There are colors, if you've seen the semicolon that some people use, you know, a semicolon is a pause. It's not the end of a sentence. It's a pause in the sentence. Your story goes on. So check out her website. There's colors for supporters of people who have had suicide issues, and colors for some of the different reasons why people might commit suicide. So, or be in that, you know. So, having said all that and brought us down, stitch what makes you happy. If stitching a big cup of coffee makes you happy, it doesn't say anything, but it's a cup of coffee, and that you love that cup of coffee, hashtag mental care cell, because you are taking care of your mental health. If you have something that has a saying that means a lot to you, or a Bible verse that means a lot to you, hashtag mental care cell. Anything can fit this theme. It is up to you to decide what means what. So I am not the cross stitch police. I am not going to tell you that you can't put something, that you can't stitch something and have that that hashtag. So yeah, please join us. Let's get that awareness going, especially as we come out of the winter months and all these weird weather patterns. You know, everybody is just not quite right. So, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. I know in the Southern Hemisphere, you're starting to go into, you're starting to get to winter. You're in fall now, and you need it too for this month. So, okay. So, check out Candy, the 614 Stitcher. Check out Stitching Goddess Designs. She's on Instagram. Her order form is on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. Ask to join. I have her link, her Facebook page linked in my description box below. Black Needle Society just finished up, very successful from what I hear. Gilmore Girls Retreat, Summer and Stars Hollow. The next one is Winter, and that will be the final one. If you have seen those patterns and you have not joined in, you can join in for the winter one, which will be either February or March of 2024. I've forgotten which month they're doing it in. And then you can get the other patterns if you like them. If you don't want to join the retreat in March of 2025, all 4 of those patterns will be released, and you can stitch them. So, but congratulations on a successful retreat. Once again, it's May 1st, so that means that all the extra goodies from the Gilmore Girls Summer and Stars Hollow box are in the vault, and from the March Garden Life Stitching box are in the vault. When I was on the vault this morning, there were a couple extra boxes for both. I think the Gilmore Girls box may have been sold out, the actual box, but I think there may have been a Garden Life one left. So check it out. Use my code. You can use it. Anything in the vault. So you can use it. Lynn 5 gets you 5% off. Save you some money. Go shopping. Have fun. And the Stitch Like a Flamingo box, which is our May box, will be packed up next week and shipped hopefully before the end of the month, by the middle of the month. So if they're packing next week, hopefully they'll be able to ship them by the end of next week. That would be exciting, but I don't know that for sure, so don't. And the September theme was released, and of course, the way my brain is going, can I remember what the theme is? Of course not. So let me pull up, and Once Upon a Stitch is the September theme, and it's a fairy tale, inspired by fairy tales, and the designer will be the Primitive Hare. So that will be, that subscription box will be, invoices for that will be sent over the next couple of weeks. And of course, at the end of this month, May 25th, it's time for the Nice List box again. So the Nice List box will go on sale on May 25th. It will be shipped late October, early November. Let's see, what do they say? Shipping in November. I've gotten 3. This is the 4th one. So, right? I want to say they said it, but yeah. So I've had the first 3 before I was even a rep. I had one, and I love them. And each year they've gotten better. So always exciting. Always exciting for Flossmas. So anyway, that's Black Needle Society news. I have a mess around me, so that usually indicates that I'm done. And I will see you next week. Maybe I'll have a special guest on. My sister-in-law will be in town, and she's picking up a special piece that was restored by Barbara and framed for her. So I'm going to try to convince her to at least film a segment with me, so that you can see it too, because it came out beautiful. So anyway, have a great week. Happy stitching. I hope it is warm, but not crazy warm. Not snowing. No more tornadoes. I hope it's a nice weather week as well as a good stitchy week for you. So have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.